Good morning everyone, this is Amit Pabari, founder and managing director of CR Forex. In today's presentation, we'll be covering two things. First, next week में Fed का meeting है on 25th and 26th. What are the market expectation from Fed meeting that we will discuss, and in the second part of the presentation, we will discuss what is the outlook for dollar rupee pair for the coming week. So let us start with the first part of the presentation, and what is the expectation from the Fed meeting. As we all know that the US economy is doing extremely well. Their inflation data is close to 7% and their unemployment level is below 4%. Because of this, market is expecting two things. पहला, वो expect कर रहे हैं that the Fed will do at least 3 to 4 rate hikes in a year and 25 basis point का per rate hike करेंगे. Second expectation is that they will give a definite plan of stopping their bond buying program. Now, before any event, market is expecting something. Out of market expectation, there can be a 3 case scenario. Case scenario number 1, जो market expect कर रहा है, Fed comes and say exactly the same thing. Then it will turn to a non-event, and the probability for turning out to be a non-event is 60 to 65%. The second scenario can be where the Fed sounds more hawkish. When I say hawkish, they will say that they will do a 50 basis point rate hike in the month of March, or they will increase the rate by 1.5% to 2% in an entire year. So whatever market is expecting, if the Fed is hawkish, more bullish on the rate hike part, or they are saying that they will taper very fastly, then there will be 4 consequences. Pehla, equity market will fall down. Second, DXY, which is trading at 95.5 level, can move towards 96.5 level. Third impact can be seen on US Treasury yield. US Treasury yield can shoot to 1.90 or 2%. Because of higher dollar index and higher US Treasury yield, all emerging market currencies can weaken, and so the rupee can also weaken. The probability of case 2 scenario is 30 to 35%. The third scenario can be the Fed says that inflation is not a problem and we will do a lesser rate hike than market expectation. In that case, everything will turn exactly opposite. Equity market will start rising, dollar index will start falling, yield will start falling, and EM market currencies can appreciate against dollar. इसका probability जो है is less than 5%, because Fed has already acknowledged in the previous meeting that inflation is a concern for them. So ऐसा U-turn नहीं करेंगे वो. So the best case scenario is case 1 and case 2. Case 3 का कोई probability is less than 5%. Now let us move to the second part of the presentation, that what is the outlook for dollar rupee pair for the coming week. As discussed in last week video, that dollar rupee pair will take strong support at 73.80 and 74 levels. Exactly the same has happened. Now we are expecting the dollar rupee pair to move towards 74.80 and 75.20 levels for the coming week because of 3 main reasons. Pehla, crude oil prices have been trading at 7-year high. DXY has taken support at 94.40 level and it is inching higher. Third, FIS has been continuously selling in Indian equity market. Because of all of this reason, we expect the pair to move towards 75 to 75.20 levels in coming days. Now let us discuss what are the strategy for exporter and importer. Let me start with thin margin exporters. Thin margin exporters like agri exporter or chemical exporter, they can wait for higher levels like 74.65 and 75.20 by keeping a stop loss of 74.20 or costing whichever is higher. Now let us discuss strategy for thick margin exporters. Thick margin exporters like pharma exporter or textile exporters, we are advising them to wait for higher levels of 75 to 75.20 levels. If they are getting any invert, we are advising them that they can utilize their existing forward and book profit. Now let us discuss what are the strategies for importer. For importer, there is a simple mantra. Any dips has to be taken as an opportunity to buy dollars. Importers who have missed covering at lower levels, if they get a chance close to 74.20 to 74.30 levels, then they should simply go and buy the import payment till April end. With this, I will end my today's presentation. Jai Hind, Namaskar, फिर मिलेंगे next week. Thank you.